Hi everyone, thanks for checking out this week's video. As always, welcome to the channel. Today I thought we would do something a little different. I've noticed in my last couple of videos, I've been getting a lot of comments and questions from people asking about materials that I use and wanting to get started with a sketchbook, but not really sure what to do or how to start. So I figured I would just do a quick little drawing today and talk about some of these things in the hopes that it helps you out if you've been curious about this type of thing. So I guess let's just get started with tools. If you're just looking to start, it honestly doesn't matter what pen you use, pencil, paper, sketchbook, it really doesn't matter. The important thing is to just use what you have available. Like right now, I'm literally just using a Pilot clicky pen that I had laying around, and just like a newsprint pad with like this really thin newspaper type material. So you can really start with anything, even if it is just a loose sheet of paper or like computer paper or something like that. It's all good. Just use what you have available to you. Don't think that you have to buy the most expensive sketchbook or the most expensive pen or the most expensive pencil or whatever the case may be. Just use what you have available. You know, whatever pen you have in like a junk drawer, a pencil, crayon, marker, doesn't matter. Just use what you have. Another comment that I've seen people make, or even I've seen just in my own life, people mentioning that they don't know what to draw, or they want to start but they're not sure how to start with whatever subject. And in all honesty, just if you don't know what to draw, just draw what's in front of you. Like right now, I'm just drawing this video game controller that I have sitting on my desk. I'm just drawing that. So if you're someone who is concerned about not knowing what to draw, you can really draw anything at all. It doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong answer. If you want to draw a tree, draw a tree. You want to draw a portrait, draw a portrait. Draw whatever you want. The important thing is that you just draw something. That's honestly the important thing, which leads me to my next point that I've seen a lot of people also mention, and it kind of ties into the first point about what materials to use. Don't worry about mistakes. I know a lot of people, myself included, when I first started drawing, I would work in a sketchbook or whatever sheet of paper I was working on, and I'd be so nervous at the thought of making a mistake, and then I'm gonna ruin this sketchbook, or I'm gonna ruin this piece of paper, or whatever the case may be. And realistically, that's what a sketchbook is for. That's how you're gonna learn. That's how you're gonna get better. You're gonna make a mistake. They're gonna happen. And I also wouldn't be too worried about mistakes, just because, and you'll notice this as you progress and get better, you'll notice that your mistakes are actually gonna be what make your drawings uniquely yours. Those mistakes are gonna be what makes your drawing have personality. It's gonna give what you draw a character, no matter what it is. And it's honestly more of a strength than it is a weakness. So really and genuinely, I know it sounds kind of cheesy and kind of corny, but it's true. Your mistakes are gonna be what makes your art yours. That's in a way, your mistakes are basically what make you find your art style, if you want to call it that, a lot faster. Because you'll start to see what you like, what you don't like, how you want to draw something, how you want to not draw something. So make mistakes. That's what your sketchbook is for. don't be worried about ruining it. You're not going to ruin it. I mean, sketchbooks, and not just sketchbooks, but even if you're someone who decides to just draw on, you know, like loose leaf paper or something, they're not expensive materials. I wouldn't be too concerned about, you know, ruining whatever it is that you're using to draw on. And again, like I said, mistakes are going to be your friend. I know they're going to be kind of scary at first and kind of off-putting because, again, just speaking from my own personal experience, when I started sketching and drawing daily, I was so preoccupied with, I have to get every line just perfect. I have to make this sketchbook, you know, just like such a good looking sketchbook, like the ones that I see online or the ones that my friends have, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But that's just something that you have to let go of now. And it'll be better for you to just let go of that thought now, because it'll help you to make progress a lot faster, if that makes sense. So you kind of just have to let go of the idea of perfectionism. Which leads me to my next point, which is don't worry about other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare your art to other people's art, especially when the people you're comparing yourself to are people that have been drawing for years, if not decades, and they're further along in their art journey than you are right now. So it's not fair to yourself to make that comparison. It would be like if you're someone who's training to run a marathon and you try to run 10 miles on your first run. It's probably not going to happen. And if you're comparing yourself to people who've been running marathons, you know, for years, obviously they're going to be able to run those longer distances, and you're going to see that, and it could eventually, it could put you off, and then you'll stop pursuing what you want to pursue. So I wouldn't recommend comparing yourself, especially nowadays. You can see all kinds of artwork on social media and things like that. Don't just do yourself a favor and kind of turn a blind eye to that. There's no reason to ever compare yourself to someone else's work. Now, that's not to say that you can't use someone else's work as inspiration, because I do that. I mean, I take inspiration in artists that I look up to. I take inspiration in the work that they do, and I'll try to emulate some of the things that they do. But ultimately, it's just about having your own voice and your own sense of style, and being able to express yourself the way that you want. So feel free to, look at artwork that you like and by artists that you admire and things like that. But know that at the end of the day, you're going to have your own style. And finally, I think the most important thing is to just start. I know that's probably the biggest hurdle most people face, is just starting, because again, they usually get stuck on one of these other points that I mentioned. They usually get stuck because they think that they don't have the right materials, or that they don't know what to draw, or they're worried about just making a mistake, so they kind of get in their own head. And that's just something that's just the most important piece. So if you take anything else from this video today, it's just start. That's probably the biggest and most helpful piece of advice that I can offer. Just grab whatever you have available to you right now and just draw anything. Just draw whatever's in front of you. Draw the tree outside your window. draw the screen that you're looking at right now to watch this video, draw whatever. Just draw whatever is in front of you and get started. And as you can see, here's the little controller that I just drew, and you'll see that I made some mistakes. For example, the select and start button, not exactly centered on the controller. The little joysticks could be better. This one especially is kind of at a weird perspective. But again, those are the things that give this controller character, and I'm proud of this drawing. It came out pretty good, and it's something that, again, came out in this loose sketching style that I've been working with for a while now. It's a style that I enjoy it's the style that I prefer and enjoy to draw in, and that's just what you have to do. Is you have to find what you like and just do it. You just have to start. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought. Let me know any other questions or thoughts that you guys have. But I definitely think if you take anything from this video, it's just start. Whatever paper you have, whatever pen, marker, pencil, whatever the case may be, just start, and I promise you it'll get easier, you'll get better. All of the concerns that you have now, they'll be gone. You just have to start. So again, I hope this was helpful. Leave a comment down below, like the video, turn on notifications, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I just want to also just say thank you to all the people who did leave comments in these previous videos, and I hope that I was able to help you guys out. And thank you again for all the support, all the likes, all the comments. I see them all. I try to respond to all of them, and I will see you in the next one. So remember, just start. Have a good one.